like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. We Simon Tekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. In unity we go they strive. Fight for freedom we go alive. With courage and strength we they fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. Simon Ekpa, we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Manyina Hallelujah, we judge maka Biafra. We don't put our eye on into Simon Eba.
Witness me. I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created. Way that we have erred, is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
the Fulani approach to the zoo called Nigeria is called the devil's alternative. Fulani, they have this two-pronged approach to the issue of one Nigeria. If they collapse you through banditry, they will overrun you because they believe they have superior weaponry. Right now, and all of them are in this game together. That's number one. If you sue for peace, which idiots like Omahi are doing, if you sue for peace, they will also get what they're looking for because they will plant Ruga in every local government area. The devil's alternative, whichever option you choose, men are going to die. Men will die. It doesn't matter the option you choose. If you wait for them to do things peacefully, which they will never do, they are going to kill you anyway because they'll be Ruga. And you allow them to forcibly take over your land, you are taken over, they will take it by force. And Fulani will plant their people in your local government areas. That in the next 100 years, you'll be hearing about Olo Emirates. And then we'll be like Hausa people. Our great-grandchildren will now ask their parents, what happened? They will tell them, oh no, there was somebody called Hope Uzodinma. He was playing politics. He loved Nigeria. There was one called Umahi. He loves Fulani. He used to be our brother. But then we are gone. As a race, we are finished. And I said to these fools, Fulani Caliphate is dealing with you people, but you don't know it. They are like the vulture. Nigeria is pregnant. If Nigeria dies during the pregnancy, they benefit. Nigeria gives birth to their Ruga, which they want, a new Nigeria which they want, is also to their benefit. The only people aiding and abetting them are these quislings, the fulefus from the east, intellectuals, and sophisticated morons from the west.
We are here to get Biafra, yes. But I don't want Biafra of idiots. Azikiwe fought for independence. Jomo Kenyatta fought for independence. Kwame Nkrumah fought for independence. Arap Moi fought for independence. Nyerere fought for independence. Even right now, remember, I don't want to talk about Eduardo dos Santos of Angola. That's different. I want to talk about Nelson Mandela. He fought for independence. Are you telling me that South Africa you have today was what Mandela fought for? Are you telling me that Mandela died, that black people will be hunting down other black people to kill? The answer is no. Why is that happening? Because the principal critical work that should have been done with the freedom fighting was not done. And what is that? Education. It's a secret. I've given it away now. You know, before we arrived at fighting for our freedom this way, I looked at the history of Africa. I looked at the history of every black freedom fighter, genuine. I looked at the history of their countries and respective territories and what happened when they got what they were looking for. Invariably, you'll be shocked. None of them made any progress. I repeat, none of them made any collective, conscientious progress that you can look at and say, hey, I'm happy with this. None. Why? Because black people try to, or they are imitating, they want to imitate Europeans and white people. They think that by going to white people's school, by doing everything white people does, somehow they can effect lasting change in their lives, and the answer is no. You can't do it. Do you know why they cannot do it? There is a way that Caucasians think. It's working for them, and I love it. Good luck to them. But you, as an African, you as a Biafran, if you want that piece of land to be developed, you need to think in a particular way. Not necessarily with the way the Caucasian does it. That is what we are doing, so that the legacy of Biafra will last. That Biafrans will not condone anybody. You will judge any fool who is in office and stealing money. They say don't judge anybody. So somebody can be a governor and steal people's salary and run away. Well, don't judge him as he's stealing your money. You come and say, oh, God, but what are you doing? You say, oh, don't judge me that you will not be judged. It's in the book. It's just like a pastor telling you about tithe. Or touch not my anointing. You are a criminal fake pastor. They are coming to arrest you. Say, oh, touch not my anointing. We want Biafra to be different. That is why we educate you. We impart knowledge the way we do. So you'll be able to hold your public officers to account. Nobody can come and bring any wishy-washy, superstitious mumbo jumbo. Tell you, oh, don't touch this. Nonsense. Everything is questionable. Everything I say. Question everything. That is how you keep your public servants on their toes all the time. To do what you want. After all, the country belongs to you. It doesn't belong to them. Power belongs to the people, and in this Biafra we are building genuinely, power will belong to the people. How do you make them hold on to that power and discharge your responsibilities? By educating them, and that's what we're doing now. So sometimes it appears as if we are digressing. Oh, we are going towards religion. It is for a purpose. We know what we are doing. It is for a purpose. Or else you end up dumb. You won't know what they're doing. We don't want that rubbish. That's why we do things the way we do. After all, the basis of your ignorance as a black person is religion. Religion is why black Africans are dumb. By the time you come away from this bondage, my goodness, that is why we are the way we are. We are fast forwarding everything to make it quick, so that when we get Biafra, you won't mess it up. All of you with your general overseer, if you're in the Biafra army, telling me I should leave Yoruba pastors alone. If you know Yorubas don't want Biafra, is that correct? Yes, this man said, Kumiji said he is praying for the zoo not to break up. Yes? And we're fighting for the zoo to break up. Now, if this pastor of yours, because as you're going now, you give your mom your phone number or your dad. Your dad goes to Yoruba church. They ask your dad, oh, where is your son? My son is fighting with the army of Biafra. The pastor can say, give me his number. I want to call him. Yoruba will call your son at the battlefront. If your son did not receive this education now, or is of a weak disposition, he'll say, okay, yes, so my general overseer, Pastor Kumi, man of God, said I should not fight anymore, that Nigeria is better for me. Since my man of God has spoken, I have to do what the man of God said. Rubbish. Now you understand why we are doing what we are doing? We want to undermine everywhere the devil will come from. Plugging all the holes that the devil will come from.
Unless you understand your role in society, you can never ever make any meaningful contribution. According to the Greeks, there are three types of people on this earth: the idiots, the tribesmen, and the citizens. People don't know the meaning of the word idiot. They think it's an insult. It's not an insult. When the Greeks used the word idiots, they did not use it as a curse word. Idiots are people who just do not care. That is the original meaning of the word. If they write exams, they will cheat. If they are in government, they will steal. An idiot does not care at all. If he eats banana, he throws the peel anywhere instead of putting it in a trash can. According to the Greeks, some societies have more idiots than tribesmen and citizens. As I used to say before, Nigeria is full of idiots. Idiots.
It is left for the people to change a corrupt system. Don't leave it to God. Oliver Cromwell sacked King Charles I and cut off his head. You see English people, you see the British. Some of you don't know that they rebelled against their own government too. That is why today they are advanced and developed. That's why today the House of Commons is sovereign, more or less, in terms of political power. The French people revolted
Americans revolted, Russians revolted, everywhere, even the Arab Spring. The only place without any uprising is in Black Africa, and that is why you're poor.
Biafra will come. You either allow us to go in peace, or you are going to remain pieces and Biafra will still go. I come that Nigeria will end. I come that there will end the Usman Danfodio legacy. That legacy that every time they will be talking about Usman Danfodio, you will think that Usman Danfodio manufactured the aeroplane. You would think that Usman Danfodio manufactured a car, or he invented one Ihela machine or something like that. No. Usman Danfodio have a legacy for killing northern Nigeria, for killing Hausas, conquering them, and turn them into what you see today, Hausa Fulani. That is the legacy that Usman Danfodio brought to northern Nigeria. And today, they have Usman Danfodio University. That is what they continue that particular legacy. That is the reason why the Fulanis are killing innocent Christians in the northern Nigeria and the middle belt. It is to continue the Usman Danfodio legacy, and I am here to end it. I will end it. The end of Usman Danfodio legacy will start from this year. I am telling you, go and mark it. It will start from December 2nd. Once we exit Nigeria, that legacy is gone, completely gone, because they will not have any other place to conquer. Is it us that you are going to cross our border to come and start saying you want to conquer Biafra? We did not conquer us when we were in Nigeria. It's not going to be possible.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah, from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, "For violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, "For violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are, okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. "In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them." Hey! Are you people following? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11, say, "In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces, when strangers entered his gate, when strangers entered our land and cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting for Biafra, even you were one of them. Even you were one of the strangers. Even you were one of those who have come to carry the forces captive."
All of us Biafrans in the Debunking cabinet Defense of Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed in our life, we are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Eber has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Eber has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. So we have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an adage that says, no matter how you try to leave them, to forgive them, to accept them, they will still come up with that same behavior. Because Nigerian government has a process of divide and conquer. They use people within to destroy what Biafrans are doing. We already know that, and that is why they are not going anywhere. That is why we stop them on their track. That is why we discover them anywhere they are, and we bring them down. That is what we will continue to do. No mercy. No mercy, because lives have been lost. People have died. Children have died. Innocent Biafrans have been murdered. They've spilled their blood. We are not joking. Anybody, any attorney, any lobbyist, you think we are joking in this restoration process? I pity you. Sorry will be your name.
Chineke na enweghị ihe ọ ga-eme maka ọ ga-eme gị nwụọ n'ike. Hope a sịkwana na ọ dịghị ihe Chineke ga-eme, ọ ga-emekwa ya ịfụnanya. Isi eluigwe na enwere ihe ọ ga-eme maka Biafra, ọ ga-eme ya ịfụ ya n'anya. Ịghọtago? Ezu aka ọ dị. Ịghọtago? Ọnwụ pie. Ogbugo ọtụtụ ọtụtụ agwụgo.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program, wherever you are joining from. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program, wherever you are connecting from. I'm not going to take much of your time, but try as much as possible to participate wherever you can as early as possible. For those who are joining us for the very first time on this platform, I want to remind you that this platform is a platform that is under the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Eber, under the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today under the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. DPMDrNgoziOrabueze. In this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack people or individuals. We don't come here for saga or propaganda. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. We are simply here to set the record straight, educate the Biafran people, and encourage Biafrans to continue to focus on their freedom. Our freedom is not negotiable. Regardless what the enemies are doing, the Biafran people must be free. Wherever you are watching from, I urge you to join this program, share it so that it can get to someone out there. We know that our platforms are having serious attack this time. since after the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, there have been very serious attacks on our platforms. Sometimes you come online and you preach a message with little or no viewers. But you can help on that case by sharing and liking the program so that we can overcome this attack wherever it is coming from. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, as always, we have come again this morning to preach the gospel of Biafra. And wherever you are joining us from, please listen carefully, draw your chair very close, tighten your seatbelt, and use the opportunity to join us and also air your own opinion. Our freedom is not negotiable. Everyone out there, you are entitled to join us on this platform, more especially those who are joining me on YouTube, David Harbour channel. If you are watching on YouTube, you have the right to join me in stage. It doesn't matter what your own opinion is. It doesn't matter your ideology. It doesn't matter your religion or your race. It doesn't matter which camp you are. If you have a genuine argument to make, please make use of that very link on that comment section. You come in and speak your word. It is not mandatory that you leave your camera open. You can close your camera. All we need is your voice. Ask your question, make your contributions, say your prayers. I welcome every one of you to today's program. On today's program, if you look at the topic that I wrote there on David Harbour channel, it says, failed conspiracy against United States of Biafra. Let your work speak. Biafrans can't be cajoled. Biafrans can be cajoled. Let your work speak. Many of us Biafrans have seen a lot in the few days now. Many of us have seen a lot yesterday, and many are worried. Worry no more, my beloved brothers and sisters. I can understand how you feel. The enemies of Biafrans are trying as much as they can to create confusion. But I believe that Biafrans are very smart people. We can be able to make our own opinion and build our mind on what we want. I want you to understand that the race for the freedom of Biafra is a race that is in the hand of every Biafran. Every one of us have a responsibility to restore Biafra. It is not nailed on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. It is not nailed on Mazi Simon Ekpa alone. It is not nailed on Dr. NgoziOrabueze alone. The race and the pursuit for the freedom of Biafra is something that lies on every one of us. Have that at the back of your mind, and you, as a person, must always apply your independent and faithful, sincere mind with your common sense to digest everything you see or you hear. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did a great work. He was able to do a very wonderful work, and he earned respect from the Biafran people through his work, not through coercion, not through cajoling anybody, not through blackmail or conspiracy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu worked his ass up. And that is why when Biafrans became convinced, they don't go back. That is why people are ready to put their life on the line for that person, that name, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No that one person else. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his credibility belongs to him and him alone. When the Zoological Republic terrorists came in and they took him away from us, they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they thought all is gone. Biafrans lost faith. So many of us, we are confused. So many of us, we are running helter-skelter. So many of us have not recovered up to this moment. Up to this time as I speak, so many have not recovered. And Mazi Simon will come on board. Those of us who know that the restoration of Biafra is a responsibility that lies on every one of us. We did not sit back like the hopeless ones. We did not cry and say, without Mazi Simon, we are finished. We continued to pursue the restoration of Biafra with Mazi Simon Ekpa in Joko. When Simon Ekpa came on board, Simon Ekpa did not come on board to force Biafrans. He did not come on board with blackmail and conspiracy. He did not cajole Biafrans to follow him. Mazi Simon Ekpa was busy working day in, day out to earn the respect from the Biafran people. The Biafrans were watching independently on their own until they became convinced. And when they became convinced, they followed Mazi Simon Ekpa. And I can bet you a lot was achieved under Mazi Simon Ekpa. So many things were achieved, up to the extent of the declaration of the restoration of Biafra. Mazi Simon Ekpa allowed his work to speak for him. Biafrans looked at his work, his actions, and through his work and action, he earned respect from Biafrans. And Biafrans are ready to put their life on the line for him. While we were progressing, the enemy struck again, and they took away Mazi Simon Ekpa from the picture to see that Biafra is not fulfilled, to see that that last miracle on the planet Earth doesn't happen. They took away Mazi Simon Ekpa. As God might have it, as Chukwuka might have it, just like he made a way for us during the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he also made a way for us in the time of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa already have put a structure in place. In that structure, every one of us as a human being, we know the hierarchy in that structure. We know who is who. I do not need a soothsayer to come and tell me who is second in command or who is going to do this or do that. I don't need a soothsayer to tell me. Likewise, every one of us that is genuinely a Biafran, you do not need a soothsayer to tell you what to do and how to do it. Wherever you are today, wherever you are hearing and whatever you have in your mind, you are entitled to your opinion. And in this program today, I will advise some people who claim to have knowledge. Don't be on the comment section. Don't be a coward on the comment section. There is a link there. There is a link on the comment section. Click that link and come in. Click that link and come in. If you have a point to make, if you feel you have a superior argument, you are entitled to your opinion. You are entitled to disagree. Click the link, come in and air your opinion. Let the world hear the word from your mouth. Don't be afraid. In this platform, in this particular platform, we don't attack people. We don't insult people. All we do here is to give people opportunity to air their opinion. But before you come on, make sure you have a superior argument. If you do not have a superior argument, I bet you are going to go home in shame. But if you feel you have a superior argument, use the link. I post the link again so that you don't tell me you didn't see the link. Click on that link, then come and face me and present your argument. That is the best you can do for yourself for now. If you cannot be bold enough to come on stage and speak, be bold and speak, you don't have any business being on my comment section for your own sake. You got no business on my comment section for your own sake. Every single one of us that has followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Mazi Simon Ekpa, we follow them and we respect them because they earned their respect from us. They have so much to give and to offer. There is no doubt about it. Their work speaks for them. But when you come out and you think that projecting someone else, pushing out a propaganda is what is going to make you strive, you're wasting your time. Biafrans are not daft. Biafrans are not daft. Biafrans are smart people and we know what we want. We cannot be distracted. We cannot be confused. We have a structure on this restoration of Biafra, and that is the structure we are following. Under Mazi Simon Ekpa, except when Mazi Simon Ekpa is no longer in the picture. When the government of Mazi Simon Ekpa is no longer running, we will now begin to consider something else. Just like when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was here, we ran his government until when he was taken away and kidnapped. His tenure ended, and we entered into the tenure of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, and that is where we are up to today. Because we know very well that the situation of Mazi Simon Ekpa and that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the same. The situation of Mazi Simon Ekpa and that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the same. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the territory of enemy, in a lawless state, in a lawless place where you cannot predict his future. Even though we know what he's supposed to be, but yet you cannot predict them because it is a lawless society. Unlike Mazi Simon Ekpa is in a lawful place where we can be able to predict what will happen the next minute. In a civil society where we know that they obey the rule of law, it is a different narrative. So his government continued to run before ever he was taken away from us. We knew so many of us that had the opportunity to have a meeting one-on-one with him. So many of us who had the opportunity to sit with him in some meetings, we heard directly from him. We heard his speech. He has spoken to us, and we know what he will do and what he will not do. So many of you on various occasions have always heard him say that the restoration of Biafra is not a family business. It is not a family affair. It is so sad that history is repeating itself again. It is so sad that some people have succeeded in dragging the private life of our deputy prime minister into this very issue. The prime minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, have never at any point in time brought his relationship into this very struggle. And he has been against such kind of move. He has spoken against such kind of move on several occasions. We knew his stand. When the wife of our supreme leader, the ex-wife of our supreme leader came into the issue, we know his stand and what he said. We know his stand, and that is where we stand. Today, some miscreants, some idiots are trying to drag his family into this matter, to escalate issues, to insult him, to denigrate him. But we are not fools like they are. We know ourselves. And we know what we are supposed to do. We are not fools. But for those of them who don't know their left and right, good luck to them. For me personally, I have been in this struggle for many, many years. I have seen the in and out of conspiracies and blackmails, how it goes. I have seen so many blackmails, not one, not two, so many deceit, not one, not two, in this very struggle. And at my age, if I cannot be able to control my emotions, if I cannot be able to fish out facts, that means I have a problem. At this age that I am, I know my right and my left. I know what to do and when to do it. And I know how to do things. And when you are on the right path, I will know. When you're on the wrong path, pursuing something for your selfish interest, I will know. I will try as much as possible to stay on the path that I have always been. Not insulting anybody, not dragging anybody, not calling anybody's name. I will try as much as possible to maintain that. That has been my motto on this very platform. I don't come here to call names or to drag people. And that is why I am not going to play the video that many of you are expecting me to play until when necessary. So many of you must have seen the video that was made. It is unfortunate that such video was made. But whatever be the reason why they did what they did, to drag the private life of the prime minister into the issue, whatever be their reason, good luck to them. But I bet you they will not go too far, and they will never succeed. They will never, ever succeed. It does not matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. All you need to do is apply your common sense in everything. But I want you to know that in everything we are doing in this struggle, I always say it that you must have to try to make up your mind and take your decision yourself. Do not allow somebody to decide for you. Don't allow somebody to cajole you. Let their work speak for them. If you are seeking for relevance, not with me. Definitely not with so many Biafrans. If you are seeking for relevance, your work will speak for you. Your work, if you have something to offer, you go ahead and offer what you have to offer. And the Biafrans will be watching. I am not a coward. I've never been. And I have my word of my own. I take my decisions and my stance without listening or getting information from anybody. Judging from what has transpired in the past and where we are today. Every one of us know that this same person who came to make that very video was the same person they claim that brought a message that they say they will never abide by that message. The same person that came to their platform to speak is the same person they claim wrote a message in a WhatsApp group that they were put into. And in that message, it stated that Dr. Ngozi will be the surrogate of the Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel. And this same group of people said they will never abide by that message. Some of them came and say, oh, it's just the Prime Minister's ex-wife, not his lawyer. They said different kinds of things and different kinds of words. And somehow today, the same person is going to them on their platform without the consent of the surrogate, which she herself announced, and now telling you a different thing altogether. Does it mean that the message that was written then was forged? Or was not real? Or was changed? Conspiracy, lies will not help anybody. And you cannot force yourself to the Biafran people. It is only the truth that can stand the test of time. Only the truth can stand the test of time. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you say it. Only the truth will stand the test of time. Your lie can only last for a while. And you will convince those you will convince. But there are people that are unstoppable. There are so many of us that have a word of our own, and we have the right to make our choice. After all, the journey of Biafra is a journey that every one of us have embarked, heading to the same direction to pursue the same thing. So if you feel you have a superior strength or you have something extraordinary to do to make Biafra come, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. But stop dancing naked in the market and stop dragging people's private life into this very struggle. This is one attitude that has continued to play out in this very struggle. People bringing private life of people, dragging private life of people into the struggle. It is sad. They have done it again and again and again. History repeating itself again. And if I could not understand any one word, there is one word I still remember from Master Simon Ekpa. That Biafra is not a family business. There are so many things I have to say, but I need to suspend it and wait. Because I don't want to be too fast. Neither do I want to spill the beans beforehand. There are so many things that didn't add up. And I know that Biafrans are spotting those things. Many Biafrans have called and talked about it. They have called and spoken about it. But I want it to remain that way. It is painful that some people have taken it upon themselves to make this very struggle a laughing stock. It is painful that people have taken upon themselves to continue to disgrace themselves and not me. Because I know, definitely, as long as Chukwu Kabiama lives, the truth will be out in a short while. But while we wait for that big and open truth we are searching for, every one of us should be bold enough to speak and make their decisions individually. We should be able to make our decisions on our own. Don't allow somebody to decide for you. And remember, this is the time of merit and common sense. Don't forget that. A period of merit and common sense. Do not ever forget that. You're welcome, my beloved brother Max. Good to have you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, Mazi Chuks. One of the able, ministers that are, calling the shots and making it happen. If not that you are always, I do not know how you work, sir. I don't know. I don't know how you work. I don't know how you do your own things. You have taken Biafra as part of your own job. And I say to you, Mazi Chuks, no matter what you are going to miss by fighting for this Biafra, Chukwu Okike Abịama, once Biafra is able to lead themselves right from the home, I, as to Okene, you are Okene, you are loyal Okene, will campaign at least for those of you that have done this, a kind of appreciation for what you people have done. It is not easy. This hard time, and you people have chosen to do this, neither gold nor silver do I have to give each and every one of you. But let God give us Biafra.
You see?
That is the only thing I pray for. Let God give us Biafra so that all these problems, the happiness of even walking into that promised land called Biafra, will solve all the problems, decades of problems that we have gone through in the hands of these people. Thank you, and may God bless you. Those in the comment section, great United States Biafran people in the comment section, please, may God bless each and every one of you. As you are coming in, like, if possible, share, so that others will come and join us. May God bless Mazen Nambekana as usual. May God protect him. May God give him, strengthen him physically and spiritually. Our Prime Minister too, Mazi Simon Ekpa. As I pray for Mazen Nambekana, let him go to him. May he come out sooner than we're expected to join us and right the wrongs that has happened in this struggle. You see, yesterday I sent something to you. I stumbled on the live broadcast of people, and before this time, Mazi Chuks and Biafrans that are watching me, I have seen what one other guy, something in his, where that guy was making a kind of broadcast about this woman. The one I saw yesterday, I stumbled yesterday. I saw it. And I said, okay, yesterday I said, oh, maybe that one is an ex, wife. Now, yesterday in the evening, I now stumbled on this particular one where they brought this woman. The woman was being asked to speak live, and the world is watching. An ex-wife. If there is anything that you need to do, if you so much love Mazen Simon Ekpa, you are Prime Minister, the person you call your Prime Minister, must you go and begin to dig out the files, old life of your leader? Must you go and begin? Do you know what an ex-wife can do? Do you know the reason why she became an ex-wife? Do you think that the ex-wife would do anything, that is going to benefit her ex-husband? It is few, if at all there is. It is few, if at all there is, I repeat. This lifestyle of these people, like you said, desperation would definitely make people to lose their dignity and their respect. And that is what we are saying today. These people do not even have love for Biafra and the ordeals our Biafran people are going, through in Biafra land. They don't care. All they want is just, a way to make themselves heard and to pick up positions. This is what I have said right from the beginning. I've been saying this. Post, position, able to control finances. This is what these people want. And these are not the kind of people that are going to bring Biafra. And I do not know why Chukwu Okike Abiama is a merciful man. When you see people trying to dig out the lifestyle, this is what is paining me. Why couldn't they go to his real wife? Why couldn't they go to his real wife? Why couldn't they go? Why are they dragging an ex-wife of our leader? Why? I am not surprised. Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, he said, especially some of the Igbo-speaking Biafrans, they are very, very difficult to understand. Very, very, absolutely difficult to work with. And that is exactly what is happening today. Very, very difficult to work with. And it is because of some of their actions that is keeping away some of our cousins. The other side, this same attitude, that is what is making our brothers the other side to stay away, to recoil whenever they hear the name of some of these people. And we must not allow them to walk. We must not allow this evil to prevail upon the goodwill of you, me, and the rest of the Biafran, United States of Biafran people. My target is the freedom and the safety of those in my mother's ancestral land, not any position. May God judge me if by mistake or any other way that I contribute to the suffering and the death, the pain of our people in my mother's homeland. Instead of serving them, they are there fighting for resources, finances, position, attack left, right, and center to those that do not agree. Those that are telling them that what you are doing is bad. This particular one is the one that has shocked me to yesterday as I was watching it. In anything that you would do, stay away, because Mazi Simon Ekpa said it when we started the time of when he was also arrested. Stay away from anything that has to do with the families of our leader. Stay away. Today, you are inviting ex-wife to the person you call your leader to come and speak. Speak of what? Speak of what? It's a pity. It's a pity, Mazi Chiefs. And my Namoches that are in the studio with me, I will be loyal to every one of you to say good morning from my little city of Bolgatanga in Upper East Region. Thank
you so much. Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you for that opening speech. Let's hear from Akonya Wethere. Go ahead and speak, my brother Akonya Wethere.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Uncle Chooks.
No.
Good morning, no.
Good morning, my brother.
My brother, Uncle Maswe, and the rest. I greet you people.
Oh, I go kind of you can go to Agro. These are where you're young.
Agro,
I want to ask a question this morning. I want to ask a question to you, Chooks. Please, is that our PM ex-wife, is he one? Because I wouldn't want to say Anthony. Is he one of the lawyers representing our PM in Finland?
Is she what?
I said, is she one of the lawyers or Anthony representing our PM in Finland? That's
She's
her
the
ex-wife, I'm asking.
Yeah, she's the ex-wife, but she's not his lawyer. She's a lawyer on her own. She's a lawyer on her own. And she equally said it by herself in that her program. Maybe to answer that question, maybe I will. I didn't want to play the program, but if you insist, I can play the program so that I can hear her by herself at the ending of the program.
I listened to the program yesterday.
Yeah.
So why I'm asking you is, you are part of the government. You are part of the cabinet right from onset. You know, all of us contributing and speaking our mind. We are all outsiders, but we are observing keenly, allowing our conscience to judge between the things we had from both parties. But now, I want to confirm from you, as an insider, both in the Briggy cabinet and this current one that we all choose to follow. So, and you are confirming to us that the woman is not Anthony, the Anthony that is part of the people representing our PM in his current situation now. Okay, if that is the case, my contribution will be like this morning. Why is it that Igbo people, because the ball always stops at the table of the Igbo speaking Biafrans, why is it that we always love to make the quest of Biafra a joke? Because this thing that these people displayed yesterday is a joke of the highest order. They are making mockery of everybody. They are now calling for unity. They are now calling for people to fall back to the original system. What is the original system?
Good question.
What is the original system that we should fall back?
Exactly.
Even if persons like me.
Assuming we decide to fall back to the original structure, what is the original structure? I love
what
that
is
question.
The original system? That is another question me I'm posing. If you know the answer, you can answer us. If anybody from our government knows the answer, you should come and answer us. Because that display is devastating. It pricked my conscience yesterday when though I sat and analyzed, but will I say that I will not be a judge in my case? Because the case is like I am being sued by their propaganda. So I cannot judge. But to me, I analyze every of the weddings in the information that the woman passed across. I find so many lapses, but it remains. But my advice to them, I don't know if our DPM will still come online today. If they will come online today,
she will.
This propaganda or allegation is a weightier one, and we would want her to debunk this strictly with facts and evidence, because it is every day these people are coming up with a devastating propaganda, making people to be ashamed of supporting Simon, making all the effort that you guys put in seeing that a Briggy achieve its dream, a useless effort, a lie, and deceit. So our DPM have to come she has to clear the air today. They have to make mention of the lawyers that are representing our PM. Remember when DPMDrNgoziOrabueze posed the question, where is Simon? That we should be told the situation of Simon. If Simon needs lawyer, that we Biafran will contribute. So what these guys, this Ogenkere and his gang, what they are doing, they might think that they want to rubbish the persons of Ngozi Ugo 247 as they are fond of making mention of names. They should realize, I know that one of them, or they are listening to us. Me, I'm speaking as a Biafran, as a concerned citizen of Biafra. They should realize that whatever damage control and whatever damage they feel like they are doing to the other party, that is a collateral damage to the entirety of Biafra. Because people called us online country, people called us Biafrans, people called us clowns, that we are making fool of ourselves. They should go back to the drawing board in their head and be able to make meaning of those words and justify it with their actions and their inactions these days, and see that they are making everybody to look as a fool. The time that we should put more effort in lobbying, doing more underground work, and talking less and letting action speak. These, will I call them felons, chose to be making mockery of themselves. They are not fighting Ngozi. They are not fighting Ngozi. They should be aware of that. They are not fighting Ngozi. They are fighting the entirety of Biafra. And they are robbing the name of the Igbos to the mob. So that's the little thing I'll have to say. The questions, if you know, you can answer us. If you don't know, help me to take that question to the concerned people. Let them come and give us answer. One, you say that the woman is a lawyer, but she's not a lawyer to our PM. Fine. I'm also asking that our DPM, they should come and debunk this. This is not the one you will just let go. You should come and debunk it, because many people's faith is at stake. I will state my own. If it happens that Simon says that we should follow Obi, I will do like DPMDrNgoziOrabueze. My preaching to people will be that Biafra will never come. And the line they are towing will never bring us Biafra. We beg them at the initial stage, go in-house and wash your dirty linen. They chose to bring it out. We fall back. You guys fall back. You do not want to follow them to be doing propaganda. But where they are taking it now, it is very dangerous side. So please, that's the little thing I'll have to say for now. I will use my mic until you call me again.
Thank you, Akonye. Go ahead, Max.
Before my Inamoche, is it Apostle, right? Apostle coming, please.
Yeah.
Okay, Dede. Thank you. Thank you so much. You see, one of the critical aspects of this, like I am looking at it right now, is if you look at how they addressed her yesterday, they called her Attorney Marianne. That's what was written there. I don't think for the time I listened to them, because I was very, very angry. I was very, very angry. Because I have seen the same woman picture while she was sitting down with the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. When that guy was making a broadcast analysis of who that woman is and what she was to Simon Ekpa. This is very, very sensitive to the life of our. It's a blackmail. I call it blackmail.
That's what it is. It's a blackmail.
I call it blackmail. These guys are bent in blackmailing. They want to make sure that they prove they drag. It's just like the time, according to the Bible, the war that happened in heaven when God chased Lucifer down. Lucifer, according to the Bible, dragged so many angels with him through his tail, using his tail. This is exactly what these people are doing. They want to make it a scam, a lie that looks so real that people will look at it and say, in fact, if not that I am someone that a little bit, I'm not too much, but with discerning, a little bit of discerning spirit. That was the reason why I forwarded it to you and some other people that, you know, I have been talking to look into this thing and find out. Because anybody that sees, like the question my brother Namoche asked right now, that saw that thing that day, the caption there, attorney. And the way she was talking about Mazi Simon Ekpa and his detention. In fact, she used detention. She used detention. Me, I don't want to use detention. I know the kind of words that I use in this kind of thing. But this lady spoke yesterday as if someone who have access to the prime minister in where he is being isolated. I am telling you, there are quite a lot of people, like, you know, my brother said, DPM, doctor must come and, you know, debunk this act of blackmail against Prime Minister Simon Ekpa yesterday through his ex-wife. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Our DPM is going to make is still going to have a program today. And during that program, I believe she's going to set the record straight. Not necessarily debunking, setting the record straight. So many things are things that are already known, only that some people are not paying attention. And just as you said, my brother Max, it is nothing but a blackmail. It's an orchestrated blackmail intentionally to. And when you pay attention to that very speech, you will see a lot of complications and you see a lot of misrepresentations of what Biafra is and what Biafra people are doing. When she was speaking, she made mention of our activities on social media implicating Mazi Simon Ekpa, and I laughed. I laughed. It's just like when they were telling Mazi Simon Ekpa that what you are doing is implicating Mazi Nandekano. That is making Mazi Nandekano implicated. And when you listen to social thing, I laugh and they say, and just like my brother Akanyo said, when you say go back to the structure, what is the structure? It takes common sense for you to know the hierarchy of offices in the structure that we are talking about. And she confirmed it. She confirmed it also that Dr. NgoziOrabueze is a surrogate to speak on behalf of the Prime Minister. If there is any change, there has to be any shift or any change. It has to be done on her platform. If there is a breakaway are the people she has just gone to attach her to. Those are the breakaway, not the structure itself. So when you are talking about it, there are many misconceptions that she was trying to present there, but all the same, I say I don't want to go deep because I could remember during the time of Mazi Simon Ekpa, he said anything that has to do with Mazi Nandekano family and his wife, he tried as much as possible to keep us away from it. He warned again and again, don't attack her, until she went all the way out and began to do what she was doing. So at this time, the same challenge has come. We have to mind how we speak and talk about the issue. We have limitation to what we're going to say. Until today, after the broadcast of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, I think we will have a direction on what to say and how to go. My brother, Apostle Steve, go on and speak to us, Apostle Steve. Let's hear you.
Good morning, everyone.
You're welcome.
Yes, I will say in this issue now. I was following the program yesterday, There's nothing like debunking, as you said, choose. There's nothing like debunking. It's just to, what they did is blackmail. They came to blackmail and try to, and you cannot expect them to do any other thing. These people has been sold out, and these people has collected money already. So they are doing everything they want, they know possible to do. And every Biafran should begin to ask a question. If we be that our PM is sending message, is it to his sending it to his chief of staff, or to a person that is a minister of finance that don't want to give account, which has become a king kong, who has become a monkey that you give a cup, you give water, you drink the water.
Apostle, just 1 minute before you continue. There is one information that some of us are forgetting. Biafran government have a senior officer over there in Finland. We have a senior officer over there in Finland, Uche by name, the European rep. And the very first time, the first time when they detained Mazisa, the first time they invited him, that very first time they invited him, when Biafrans were worried. After that invitation, when Biafrans were worried and running haters skated, after Mazisa came out and engaged the cabinet, in the meeting, Mazisa said it in ABC. I heard it, not that somebody told me. He said, anytime before we react in anything, if we see him, we look for him, we don't find him, that Uche, until we hear from Uche, that if Uche says something, or if there is a trouble, or if there is a problem, that we will hear from Uche. Uche will be able to tell us what is happening. This is not maybe they said, maybe some of them have forgotten. In the meeting which I was, I had it directly from Mazisa. Because then Biafrans were worried. We were saying, let not what happened with Mazin and cannot happen to me. Everybody was worried. She said, there is no need to worry. We have a senior officer over there, Uche by name. Most of us will see him on programs. During the convention, we saw him on convention. He was the one that was delivering the ID card with the deputy prime minister. Today, I think he's in charge of external affairs or something. I think he has been now. He's now secretary for foreign affairs, or so. This person is there. So if there are issues that have to be settled, there is a senior officer over there in Finland. Why is it that it's not communicated to him?
That's it.
And if just as she herself claimed that Mazin Simon Ekpa restrictions have been relaxed, she repeated it yesterday that restrictions have been relaxed, he can make calls. So why is it that he cannot now reach out to that very senior officer who is there, over there? So, but of course, they are not going to involve Uche in such kind of nonsense because they know the guy is clean so far. Go ahead, my beloved brother, Apostle Stephen. Go ahead and speak.
So that is what every one of us should begin to think. So because we should not begin to follow the direction they are giving to us. First of all, Biafrans are wiser than them. So they are trying to create all manner of things. But everything they are doing now, like our brother said, so we should, our DPM should come and debunk it or whatever. Let me say this issue did not worry me at all, and it can never worry me again. When it worried me is after that declaration. After declaration that have not even lasted 2 days, or they not even make even 1 week, that they came up with that kind of fire. That by that, as far as the deputy prime minister can stand to hold the button of the race straight down, they have lost it completely. So all these things they are doing. Okay, let us ask ourselves a question: if it be that a PM want to send a lawyer to go and pass a message, is he going to be his ex-wife? Because that is one of another issue. Why should they did not before he said that somebody is separated in marriage, something is wrong. So why is it that is his ex-wife they have to go and get and come to stand as an attorney? First of all, they call him attorney. And the woman came and denied that he's not an attorney of our PM. but
Yes.
he normally go and visit him and discuss with him. And another thing she said yesterday is that there's nobody is not allowed to communicate with anybody at all outside than him, her. So how can he and
Yes.
the people around him? How can he be that Ogen Kele and his cohort was telling us that he discussed with the PM 30 minutes. He discussed with him. Is he talking to children? That he spoke first and foremost. He told us that he discussed with him 30 minutes on phone. But yesterday, in short, that their game, they did not set it well. They did not set it well. They failed it. They failed it completely. And the woman is not having the mind they are having. Yes, they have paid the woman. The woman will never deny they did not pay her. They pay her for coming out and doing those nonsense. You can imagine when they ask him, okay, you want to say something?
Yeah, Apostle, I want to tell you this. This is the in a words, the Igbo people used to eat yam. You see, our people in Igbo land, they said, my mother's ancestral home, if you like, it was no toto. Okay, if you fear, it got chota another assay ya to it cover and get no toto. That is what that is what is happening, and they've been exposed.
And that is what is dragging them to different level. It's taking them above
that
God,
is the issue.
doing things that are not supposed to be done.
That is the issue. We are not begging them. No, let me say this. Biafrans are not begging them. Okay, yesterday I was watching it. I said, Oga, it's better to tell us that you're supposed to tell us that you have failed. You are trying to beg us to come back. Let us know how we handle you. Because you will not be telling us, let us fall back. Let us fall back. A person that cannot talk like a man is talking yesterday and shouting, Biafra, 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 remember, Biafra, remember what they have done. I say, who are you talking to? Are you shouting to who, or are they telling you to get morale to speak like PM? You are not a PM. You can never be. You are not a leader. You are not a leader. So let no. If yes, our deputy prime minister is supposed to be coming and giving us direction. But if it is this issue, I will stand to tell now, my brothers, Biafrans, our PM should have rest. Our deputy prime minister should have rest and think what is relevant. These people has failed it. What they came yesterday, another point they use is to be able to create another avenue that to look for anybody that will donate money for them on Saturday. This is the strategy they are using. So, but we are wiser than them. So they should not begin to bring all those kind of talk about because we have already conquered them. This woman yesterday is as far as there may have been, it will never be a friend of our PM because they have already separated. How can you give a person that you have an issue with to become a lawyer that will even stand with you in a matter like this? First and foremost, let us begin to, we must chase Ogen Kele. You must get out of social media. First and foremost, even Sonia Palawa, all of them, and somebody mentioned, is it Akoye Wetal? Say, why is it an Igbo that become an obstacle to an issue of struggle? Let me say this: in freedom fighting, all those things is expected. It is expected. Somebody that is dear to you must be bought over. This Nigeria government using the governor of Enugu State, he bought Ogen Kele over because he's the one that is handling the account. Okay, new mandate account, they say we should not, people should not donate, that is Islamic account. Is it not a account that our PM was using, that was created in his presence? And himself, because he's not having access to that account, that is why they turn it that is an Islamic account. Well, brothers, Ogen Kele and Isaiah Ayog, the cohort and Akalawa, all of them don't fail. On her shame they do them. Okay, I saw Vam said, he posted it. We are not, Biafra is not your enemy. No Biafra should be enemy of a Biafra. NgoziOrabueze is not a Biafra, is not our enemy. But we must reason together. I say you are mad because you people have been sold out. You people will never come back because this man, God Vam have hurt our PM. Let me say this to you, enemy. There's no way you will wash your anus. Call happy the nation sense. There's no how we wash your anus that he will not smell shit. That is a life of Vam, Akpalawa, and Ogenkele. We will send them where they belong. We should not even think about coming to the bunk or whatever. We are ahead of them, and the Lord is taking care of this struggle. It's no more struggle. We are no more in exile. We have the Biafra have been declared, and they want to use the emblem Biafra, United State of Biafra. Why are you not using your Biafra government in exile? All those things they have failed. My brothers, I just want to allow others to put mouth, but this issue, I look at it, they have already gone. They are gone. Like our PM normally say, they are gone. They are gone forever. Like this is what is playing out when our PM took over. This is the strategy they brought. And if you have been at the PM, is not a dogged fighter as he was. They're supposed to have brought him over, but he was coming from another side, and that's why they are afraid of our deputy prime minister, because the woman come from a different angle. The woman joined the Biafra struggle from different angle and different orientation. This is how our PM joined the Biafra struggle. Our PM was kind of one fighting for one Nigeria, but before you know what is going on, immediately grabbed the fire. Immediately grabbed the fire. Even when the others are talking, he was standing in what he believed. That is how our deputy prime minister came. He came from different angle, and they were just lamenting. My brothers, let me release mic for others. But I'm telling you, Biafra, we are fighting to recover our territory. We are not saying declaration of Biafra anymore.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you for that amazing comment, and I kind of agree with you in what you said. We have nothing to explain to anybody or to debunk, but we go to set the record straight.
That's it.
Deputy Prime Minister is going to come out and speak, because that program had been scheduled even before now. She has scheduled that program for a long time ago, and she's going to come out and set the record straight and do what he has to do. And I bet you, after that speech, every one of us, we know destined to do and what to expect. Greg, go ahead and speak to us, Greg. Let's hear you speak. Greg.
Yeah, my brother, choose. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on wherever you are residing. Greetings to everybody in the house. So, just to put my own my little contribution to what we are discussing. Although I did not listen to that very program you are talking about, but I can only contribute with my own experience and what I think and what I decide on my own already.
Go ahead.
So, to me, please, I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
So, to me, if there is any comment together, I said it from the day one. Our people said, pride goes before fall.
That's it.
So, and I told these people when they started this rubbish, the best thing is for you to turn back. When you started this problem, it did not start it as if there is a condition of anything like coming back. You started as if that these people we are not even worthy to be among the Biafra agitators. Even Dr. Ngozi on her own is not worthy. On the way they presented this the case from the day one when they started this their criminality. So all those coming back and not coming back is what them themselves will go and think. When they think if they really want to come back, they will show their remorse. Then if Biafrans want them back, because for me, I don't need them, because I have not seen one single thing that make them to be real. They have not given proof, give me one proof. And what they are doing in any condition is real, not even one. So I will start from the declaration. They started accusing Ngozi that he went 4 days before the declaration, which was supposed, if PM is not around, her second person is supposed to be there at least 1 week to know if things are is in order or if things are not in order. If the prime minister is around, it's a different thing. They rubbish her and say she went for a different thing. That's number one. Number two, you lied that Dr. Ngozi said there will be no fundraising, that she's against the men on the ground, which was lie. And you did not tell us that they said let there be 1 week break. Many people were sick when they come back and they have to reconcile the account. They started querying that why must the account, why must she now ask for account? It's not for only these two that the PM is not there. They didn't know that the PM requested this account before she asked for to come and answer questions. There was nothing like that. They did not say that PM asked us to put up the account in the right form so that we will know what we have and what we don't have. So we only come and say that the PM is against the men on the ground, that not PM, the DPM is against the men on the ground, that she's against this, she's against that, she's against Biafra, she's the enemy of Biafra, this, that. And from that day, they started calling everybody that tell them the truth, names, going to evil places, doing a lot of evil things. My brother, your enemy, you cannot even wish this, what these people did to your worst enemy. Calling everybody, every Biafran's names, going to evil, causing their generations and generation. And these people is what people you can go and work with. For me, I will not lie you. If for me to work with the Ogen Kerry, it's better I just go home and sleep and forget anything about agitation. If Biafra come, I will thank God. I'm telling you, because he's an evil person. From the heart, the mouth to speak. So all of them from beginning to the end, their mind are full of evil. They don't have anything that is clean within them. So there is no way we can follow them. If there is anybody to follow, they will follow the real people. Let me come in the first place. If our PM, Simon Ekman, say Ngozi Orabueze should represent her. So if there is any change, if there will be any change, it will not come from Ogen Kerry and his group.
Tell me, I'm telling you.
So you must, from where you from, climb. That is from here you will come down. And that is clearly where I'm at. So if these people are real, before there will be any change, the PM will first reach Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, say, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. Because already these people have created fraction. And the person you ask to represent you cannot just jump her and say, you not even give her any regard. You just call somebody, go and tell her to not to do this, not to come up as assisting me again, not to do this, not to eat. When you can as well reach us before you reach the other person. So all these things they are doing is just rubbish. It doesn't make sense. So if there is any change, they will contact Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, and then Ngozi will put up her experience with these people. Before then, the PM will make a decision. Because we don't know if that's, let's assume that what I said now is true. But if the word I said is true, that means they have cooked a lot of evil lies they are known of. And go and tell to PM or to the any person who can get closer to the PM and give her information. So we cannot follow them, number one. Number two, if there will be any chance to give to them, they have to write my apology. They will write to Biafrans. I don't know the kind of apology. And even if they will come, let them clear the accounts, take the account in the first place. Now they're talking about millions and millions. They're charging PM about money laundering. When they were asked them to do account, they said if we do account, it will implicate the PM. That means they must have known some info all this while. So now they have PM is already answering question about finance. Let them clear the account. Let the Biafrans know it. That is number one. Before anything can be discussed. Thank you, my brother. Let me give other people a chance.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. You are speaking well. And it is very important that Biafrans know that every single question that have been asked to that man, he never answered any. Biafrans have a lot of questions to him. Number one, about his name. We are not sure who he is. Number two, about the account. He never responded. Number three, the money that was sent to him to equip the Biafran police, he never responded. And so many other questions that were asked to him, he never responded. So, how could those things be hanging out and somebody will come and tell us that such a person who doesn't want to be accountable to anybody should be in charge? It is not possible. It is just a lie, just a blatant lie and propaganda to be able to blackmail Biafrans and cajole them into following. I said, you can't cajole any Biafrans. That is why in the topic I wrote, I said, let your work speak for you. Let your work speak for you. What you are doing is going to earn you that respect you so dearly want. That's the respect you are yearning for. You can only get it through your work. Once you are doing what you are supposed to do, of course, your work will speak to you. The same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. His work spoke for him. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was made, accused of several things, so many accusations of eating money for Transformer, doing this and that, he stayed consistently until everything died off. The same accusation against Mazi Simon Ekpa, he was consistent, working and giving Biafrans information that they need, answers to questions. Answer questions that are being posed to you. Don't jump them and keep them aside and you feel you can just sweep them under the carpet and then you come and cajole Biafrans to follow you. It is not possible. It is not happening. So, every Biafran, wherever, don't get trouble. Do not get trouble. We have passed this road before. We have passed this through this road before. And I want you to know that this Biafra we're talking about, it is about you. It is about me. It is not just about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, or Dr. Ngozi. No. It is about you yourself. And each and every one of us have a responsibility and a job to do in this very struggle. We must have to apply our common sense in this era of merit and common sense. You must have to merit anything you want to take. You cannot force us to go along with you or to work with you. You have to merit it. Whatever you are going to get, respect, support, through merit. Through merit. Today, Dr. NgoziOrabueze is working tirelessly, day in, day out, to earn her respect from Biafrans. She's busy bringing projects for Biafrans, establishing projects, releasing information to Biafrans, and going ahead to seek recognition for Biafrans. She's busy pushing the struggle forward. Even within the space of the 2 months, she has moved further and further again, making sure we hold hand on moving forward and not to be stagnant or going backwards. But from yesterday's message, what their message was implying is that we should go back and remain where we were years back. We should go back to where we were years back, and there should be no success. Does it mean that without Mazi Simon Ekpa that we cannot fight for Biafra? Does it mean that without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will not come? No. This one, people have played their own major role. We respect them. They have a major role. Of course, they have influence. But it doesn't mean that if we don't see them tomorrow, that Biafra will not come. It will still come. Chukwu Okike Abiama has a way of doing his work. Tomorrow, it might be you that is on the comment section writing. Tomorrow, it might be any one of us speaking here that will be the voice of the Biafran people. We are learning. You must be very careful to earn your respect from the Biafran people. Young Wealthy, go ahead and speak to us. Let's hear you, Young Wealthy. Unmute yourself. You are muted.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. And good morning to all Biafrans. And I use this opportunity to appreciate so much because it's not easy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Onyendu, for the good and great works he has done. From all the time I started listening to all our brothers who spoke here in the platform, they sounded very clean, very clear, and I appreciate them so much. They are really in the line. And I also use this time to thank Mazi Simon Ekpa, our honorable peer. And my prayer is wherever they are at this moment, the Lord be with them and strengthen them to stand stronger.
See?
And that I know very soon they will be out. And we will have all together what we are yearning for, and we will rejoice together.
See?
I want to use this opportunity to say that it's not everybody who is a freedom fighter. From the look of things, the pictures are very clear. And if Biafrans, all the followers will know what they are doing, they can be able from all the events and the happenings to know that this is the way to follow and this is not the way to follow. We have scammers enough in the struggle who are only there for their belly. A freedom fighter will be this set or this person who is ready to lay down his life for the people he is running for. That's a freedom fighter. A freedom fighter is this person who is ready to sacrifice everything he has to ensure that he achieves the purpose for the people. And we have seen it in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Onyendu. We have also seen it in Simon Ekpa, our Honorable Prime Minister. We have also seen it in NgoziOrabueze at this time. And the people around him, other cohorts, we have also seen in them the way they run the thing. And we know these are the real people. And from we who are in the homeland, as we listen to one another within the homeland, we know who are the people really fighting the cause and others who are only running it politically for their belly. We know. And I also want to say to Biafrans that the ancestors are not fools. Neither is God a fool to pick people for the freedom and the liberation of his people that will not be eloquent. People who cannot speak. People who cannot analyze things. People who cannot be explicit. People who cannot give accounts. I mean, people who cannot stand in for others. People who only works for their belly. I mean, God cannot choose such people to stand in between the gap on behalf of his people. God cannot do that. He's not a fool. Even if the ancestors will make their choice, it will not. They won't do it like that. And so we have seen it that once you catch the fire, is not a thing that is always hidden. You will do the work like there is no tomorrow. You will do the work like it needs to be finished right away. And the whole picture is very clear. Oge Nkere is working for his tax masters. I am not standing here to criticize, but the truth must be told. The Bible made us to understand that open rebuke is better than secret love. Oge Nkere is working for his tax masters. There's a comment I posted. I said, Nigerian government money is really working out for them. And so they are working harder to satisfy their tax masters. And that is exactly why they will go this length they are going. And for some of us who are not missing out from any of these programs, we know too well where the problem of what is lying on ground here started. And when they started harboring in mind a different thing to do, just like what the devil did, immediately he started having a different thought in mind, or a different thought rather, in heaven. God sensed it, and he has to send him away from there, because nothing that is filthy, that is not pure, must be accepted in heaven for the heavenly race to continue to stand. Therefore, at this time, some of us, we know where the whole thing started. And PM tried to address this matter. Among them, they were still going their way. They were still not banned at all. So the propaganda they are bringing at this time, just for their tax masters to know that they are really working for them for the money they have released and paid to them, we know. So it's a very clear thing. It's just that people are not always ashamed of themselves. And PM tried to question them over certain things. They were unable to answer it. And other meetings that they were called, which they refused to attend that meeting for account giving, or for the rendering accounts. So I want to encourage Biafrans at this time to know that whoever the fire caught, the person is always working, for the Biafrans, not for himself. Just like Mazin Nandikanu, just like our PM, just like NgoziOrabueze at this time, and others who are behind her to work tirelessly, which I know. And I posted a comment that said, it is time for her to double up more of our efforts with the USB cabinet. While these enemies are also trying to intensify, their pranks, so which will not really work for some of us. It won't even have a stand at all. So here, I'm here to say or encourage Biafrans to look forward and follow NgoziOrabueze, because from her activities, it's glaring that he is running the race. He is into it really for all of us. And while from the time Oge Nkere and co started all of this propaganda, I have been listening to them to know if they are coming from the right direction. And before this time, they have not been talking about PM's states. And I've been asking within me, will these people start, talking about the state of PM? And will they start talking, showing concern about our PM, that we need him, we Biafrans, we need him. And that, can they really tell us the truth about what is happening to PM, or show this concern rather than, you know, all this propaganda and all of that? I look at them, I said, I don't know if other Biafrans are helping me to see these people and know that they are not real. They are fake people. They have been bought over. So, and each time I listen to NgoziOrabueze and see the concern in her. And if she was not smart, they would have ruined the struggle. But my happiness is that she was so smart enough that the declaration was supposed to take place by December, but on the 29th of November, she caught the fire and did it. And that is the whole thing that is shocking Nigerian states, Nigerian governments, and they are confused about it. So the head of a snake is already caught. So any other thing you see, coiling, struggling here and there, screaming here and there, is just a gone thing, already. So the Biafra has been redeclared, and we are a complete sovereign nation at this time. So we are not going back, you know, to the states of, being a government that is trying to see how declaration will be made or how we could become an independent state or something. But at the state we are only to intensify for the recognition of the sovereign state of Biafra. And that's all about it. Nothing more. We are not going backward. We are moving forward. So I wish all our people should know that these people, one, they are for their belly. Two, they are looking for a way to amass wealth, which, like, something happened. The way I do my work within the homeland, a lot of people, both elders and younger ones, they are always like, it's as if you are looking for a governorship position. That's why you are doubling up your effort for this struggle the way you are doing it. I tell them, no, I'm not looking for any position at all. I am to ensure that all hands are on desk for us to have our freedom, to be liberated from this suffering in the hands of Nigerian government. This I tell people, but when they press on, I tell them, see, position is not the paramount thing and shouldn't be the priority in the first place. The first thing first is to serve your people, to serve the purpose, and to ensure the needful. And that's all about it. But if your people looks at you and see that they deem you right to come maybe occupy any position, and yet it's not for rulership, once your people lay hands on you for a position, you should consider yourself a servant. You are not a ruler. Consider yourself a servant. And so it's not a thing that one should start struggling for, but let the people see the qualities in you. Let God himself see it and direct his people and say, point these people, let him come out and serve you. He will do well. I think that is the right thing, and not this kind of tussle they are embarking on. And anybody who is yearning for position, the person has an ulterior motive. He's a thief. He wants to extort the people.
Thank you so much, my brother Young. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. You have spoken well, and I believe that the message is sinking. And one other issue I want us to look into is, during that very broadcast they were making, I saw there was a part that made me laugh so hard when just like she was given order that our deputy prime minister should go off X, go off social media, not to speak on social media. And I asked Biafrans, my beloved brother Max, if there is anybody that should stay away from social media, if there are any people that will be abusing social media, it is that very platform where she is. That is where those are the people that have to be cautioned about the issue of social media. Most of us know how our Deputy Prime Minister operates and how many times she comes in. She has never come in to speak on anybody or attack anybody. Most of the time she comes online to set records straight. And from the onset, the people that brought this battle to the social media is these same people where you are with. They were the people that started considering nuisance on social media immediately after the declaration. They came on social media, and since then up till now, they have been considering nuisance on social media, abusing and insulting Biafrans. They have been doing it, including those of them who come and make incantation against Biafrans online and offline. If there are people that are making jest of Biafra or making Biafran struggle to look like a child's play, it is this group, that place where you are sitting and making that broadcast. And I see no reason why I don't. That is why I say I don't want to be going deep or talk about so many things, because I believe that she doesn't have much information. People have things that are bothering them and all that. And for she to be allowed to be dragged into this, it is a pity. It is a pity. And I wouldn't want us to go hard on that direction. And let's just talk about it. Go ahead, my beloved brother Maxwell, and speak on that issue.
You see, Mazi Chicks, thank you so much. My brother that spoke last. Thank you so much, Namoche. You've done a great deal in doing justice to the problem. Forgive me for those that are older than me that are here. Anytime I want to speak, I will always like to bring a little proverb, how I was taught in my mother's ancestral land of Biafra in Aba State. What we have today is this. It's like a fly that is perching on the scrotum of a man. It has sucked a lot of blood, and you are looking that blood in the abdomen of the fly. I don't want to allow this fly to go. But can you hit it? If you hit it again, you bust the testicles. So how are we going to do it? How we are going to do it is this. We will speak against their character. We love them. Like I said yesterday on Space, when I mentioned one certain boy, one of our brother, great son of Biafra land, Drake, told me to, don't let these people know where, my emotions are. But if you want to get my emotions, speak about my mother. If you speak about my father 1 million times, I don't care. He is capable of defending himself if he is alive. But my mom, you don't need to go, make some, utterances, ugly utterances against someone's mother. If you are very close to me, I will tell you that apart from handling weapons, I also had a black belt junior in Taekwondo and Judo. At least I will do you what I'm supposed to do you without even having, the weapon. If I cannot beat you, if I cannot do you anything, I will create sin so that people will know that, yes, this man really, spoke evil about this person's mother. But one thing is that some of them, like the way I am here showing my face, irrespective of where I've been before, not afraid to support my people, whatever that you belong, whatever that has to do with you. Some of them cannot do it. They cover themselves, behind the, keypad and begin to talk. See, we will speak against what they are doing. If there is anybody that's supposed to get out of the social media, it is the people that are foolishly or in blindness, or maybe they be hypnotized, supporting a person whose invitation permits him to stay in the front of the Capitol building. And you can see it there that day. He was in a place where the snow was heavily striking. These are the people that are constituting nuisance, like he said, on social media, making our work so difficult. They are making our work to look somehow because of the money that they pay them. DPMDrNgoziOrabueze has not done anything wrong. Doc has not done anything wrong. He is following all the templates as he is there. It is them that have decided to choose a different path. They are the ones that are supposed to leave. Look at their utterances on social media and tell me, Mazi Chooks, and every one of you in the comment section, and my fellow co-panelists, if these people are making sense in anything that they do. Look at how their numbers are coming down. As I'm talking to you now, they are on space, deliberating on the same thing, the same action, bringing our leader's ex-wife to come and debate on the issue that affects our leader, Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister, and the Biafran people, ex-wife. These are some of, by their actions, you shall know them, that they are not called for this struggle. They are not called for this struggle. They came for two things: to make money, use the influence of Biafra, and get famous and popular. That is what they came for. And to jostle for position. That's all. And if they cannot get it, they will get it by force. Glory be to God that they don't have control over the people on the ground. That is the only thing. As long as our defense, is okay at home, there is no problem. They can go for all they care. Within some time, as it should, they will fizzle out, just like those before them. These people cannot do more than DOS. These people cannot do more than DOS. Mazi Simon Ekpa was, introducing it at home. DOS was canceling it, countering it with all vim, with all intense. They didn't work. At the end of it all, look at it now. Even now, tell our people not to sit at home. Now, it is even difficult for someone like a prime minister to tell our people now not to sit at home, and they will agree with him. They will not agree.
Exactly.
They won't. They will not. So this is the actions of these people. Very wicked action. We will speak about it, but we must also know that there is no heart in every 12 disciples. There is one Judas. But say Biafrans are over 70 million. Tell me the number of Judases, you will get it.
So many. Overload of Judas.
So we just have to take it like that. Move on. Pick the ones that are positive. Pick the one that we can, speak about and debunk and set the record straight. Then we move on to the next one that is bigger than us, which is the Biafra, and the full recognition and the operational system of the Biafran people, so that my people in my mother's ancestral land will be freed from these illegal occupants that have taken over the entire space of my mother's ancestral land. That is the only thing I will say. Biafra to me is sacrosanct, my people. I can't stop saying it. I am very, very eager. I do not know of them. My mother is a Biafran. My father is from Upper East region, a Kusasi man from Bolgatanga. If I can fight the way I am fighting, going into the spaces of pro-Nigerian, those one Nigerian platform that feel that there is hope for Nigeria, 60-something years old man, you are going for retirement and you are still planning on how to build a house. It's well over 60-something years. Excuse me. Till today, they are still learning how to bath. Till today, they are still behaving like the colonial imperialists. And someone in his right frame of mind will come and tell you that this thing will work. And when our people, I go in there to speak the way I speak and tell them reason why they should kick it out, destroy it, disintegrate it, go and answer your father's name. Some of them will attack me left, right, and center. Some will tell me, hey, go and face your Ghana. Your Ghana is too small. Nigeria can go 20 times in Ghana. But today, that same small country, Massachusetts, and every one of you that is listening to me today has our vote. This is my power. This is my power. The one Nigerian that is hoping for a new Nigeria in Nigeria cannot even use this to determine who votes them. It's money baggers and the selection. And that is the reason why I come out to speak what I bet. You will now see individuals, persons, who are by all means affected by the criminality and atrocities of the central government against the Biafran people. You are still coming out to fight your own brother. You are chasing demons in the night with your own brothers and sisters. And you will come out in the open and begin to accuse your brother that is smelling like the demons both of you were chasing at night. We understand that we have a very serious, challenges. We have serious challenges as long as these people will be there, and we cannot wish them away. We can't wish it away. They will be there with us. They will still be there when Biafra comes. They will be there as we all die and go, and they will still be there. So that is nature, and we have to find ways. The only beautiful thing is that God has given us choices and knowledge, wisdom to deal with them and deal with them carefully. So that is the only thing I will say about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. And let's be rounding up now with this very issue that I'm going to talk about. You see, the most important thing that is in our table now is recognition. And now, for a very long time, we have been praying for Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. We have so much expectation that something is going to happen. Not that Donald Trump is going to give us Biafra. Not that Donald Trump is going to come and fight for us. But at least we have somebody who can speak out when necessary. Somebody who doesn't miss word in speaking. Somebody who is blunt without being politically correct. He will say what he wants to say. And that is a great opportunity that we must not miss. This is one of the reasons why we have been clamoring for him to come, because we know in his tenure, he can be a voice. He's not going to give us Biafra, but at least for somebody who can speak without putting any political correctness. Now the question is, how are we going to draw his attention to Biafra? It is not as if Biafra is new to him. When he confronted Buhari about the killing of Christians in Nigeria, of course, he must have known that majority of those people who are called Christians in Nigeria are Biafrans. And today we have also gone all the way to DC and met people who are close to him to know more about the issue of Biafra officially. But I still believe there is something we can do to drag attention. And when I think about Master Simon Ekpa, I weep. I say, how I wish Master Simon Ekpa is around. Because Master Simon Ekpa is somebody who who has masters in how to draw people's attention. If you want to get attention, he knows what to do. And you will have no choice than to speak about him. You will have no choice than to speak about him. We are missing him at this particular point in time, but I bet you, Chukwu Okike Abiama will give us a way and direct us, and we will do something that is extraordinary to draw the attention of this man today. This opportunity, we must not miss it at Biafra. This time of merit, this time of common sense, as he said in his inauguration, we must not miss this opportunity. And I want every one of us on this platform today to give us 1 or 2 minutes contribution on what you think we should do to drag his attention. Not these people that are coming to come and distract us. There is something we have to do. What are we going to do to drag his attention? He has not spoken about Africa yet. He has not made statement about Africa fully yet. And everybody is waiting to hear what he's going to say about Africa when the time comes, because a lot of things are still going to be signed, many discussions are still going to be made, and things are going to be unveiling as time goes on. Just a few days ago. So I would like her to speak on that as we round up with that very issue. Go ahead, my beloved brother Maxwell. After you, then Greg will talk. After Greg, we will go to Young World.
Okay. You see, don't be afraid, Mazu Chicks. The same spirit and gift and wisdom God gave Moses, who was a stammerer. I think a stammerer, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was a stammerer? Mm-hmm. Who was also afraid and committed crime in the land of Pharaoh before he ran away. The same spirit. In as much as you and I believe that what we are fighting is spiritual, God will use whosoever. Look, the only time you will not doubt God is what God is going to use this woman to do for us. Unfortunately, someone ever wouldn't have been. Humanly, you ask me, I will share in your own opinion as well. But as long as we believe in the spirituality of this fight for our freedom, even if you bring a stammerer there, even if you take a drunk there, God will strengthen that person's tongue,
absolutely,
wisdom, and to go and speak. And the world will marvel by what that person is going to do for our people. You remember our women, they have a very special gift in them. They have a very special gift. And that is the reason why anytime I speak, I do not criticize heavily our women. I won't. It is from their breast that I suck to be alive today. If God did not give them the power to do that, I wouldn't have been alive today. It is from them that God made me to all the time, 32 years. That great daughter of Biafra land made me. Through her, God made me who I am today, and to be here to support you and support my mother's people. Our women are very intelligent. I told you some time ago, I think Mazen Namdo Kanu, that was where I learned it from. Even if all human beings of Biafra refuses to fight for Biafra, Mazen Namdo Kanu said in one of his brokers, I think 2018 or thereabout, I think many years ago, that God will raise stones to deliver the land of Biafra, because God will never be happy to see that land he created for his own people to be desecrated. And I believe that till today. Don't worry, the only thing we need to do, you see those places Michael Rubin spoke to us about. For those of you living in the United States, because you cannot rule away the ultimate power of the United States in decision making in the world. You don't. Wherever they stand, the rest of the world stands. Whenever they pull out, the rest of the world will pull out. That is what is there. And we have substantial number of the United States of Biafra in the US. You are senators, you are House of Representatives, you are council, whichever way they call it, whichever name they call them there. You are mayors. If you have not spoken to them before, written petition to them before, please begin to do it now, as the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, is doing diplomatic job as well. We cannot leave this duty for one person. We need things to do, as long as it could have been difficult if we don't have substantial number of United States, of Biafran people in the US. You can do it. Trust me, you can do it. yes, God will make you, God will push you, God will strengthen you to do it. Do it so that now he only have 4 years. Remember that it took time for a policy to be implemented. It's a government. It's a government. It takes time for a policy to be implemented. Please, whatever that you are going to do, for those of you that are there, please continue to petition your senators, congressmen, representatives, or whosoever that you feel that can speak, and the House in the United States. Listen, the White House, all of them, please, this is what you are going to do for your people, the children, the old, and the young in Biafra land, so that we will draw the attention of these people. And once that is done, through Chukwu Okike Abiama, Onye bi n'eluigwe, Mazi Chuks, the rest will be Okenkupu. The rest will be Okenkupu. Anywhere where America step their feet into, the rest of the countries will follow them. The rest of the country will follow them. So that is how it is. That is how strong they are. And you have, glory be to God, we have. He cannot give us Biafra, yes, but our actions and our doings will push them to speak. Once they begin to speak about us, you see what is going to happen. That is the only thing. It lies in the hands of our people as they over there. As our government is doing their own, the people will also be very, very forceful in meeting them, because that is the only way we will get our freedom from the evil. Because the economic interest of these globalist nations is too much in that zoo. The economic interest, the diplomatic interest, the money they are making from that place, their cash cow, is so much. Looking at that, it is going to be difficult, but we must follow it this way. The way of Michael Rubin and what the little one I have just contributed now, that alone will solve our problem and will be properly and genuinely recognized right across the world. That is what I have to say about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Maxwell. That's amazing. I also believe that most of us, more especially those in the United States, should begin to speak to their county, any leader in their own section, in their area, begin to talk to people who are representing you in your county, in your own area. It is very important to make our voice heard. Wherever you find yourself, we have the population. We have the population in the United States, and we can change things. Let us not relax. Let us begin to do what we can do, be reaching out to make sure that our voice is heard. Very, very important. And not only in the United States, anywhere you are in this world, wherever you are, and you have that opportunity, speak out about Biafra, talk to the people around you, talk to your county, those who are representing you wherever you are. Most of us are citizens across the world. Any place you're a citizen, begin to relate to those that are representing you in your area and let them know about the issue of Biafra. That will help us to go a long way. Thank you so much, my beloved brother Masud. I agree with you on that part. And let's hear from Greg. Greg, let's hear from you. Let's see your contributions. What do you have to say on that?
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother. There is not too much to say. I think every Biafrans already know their stand from the one. So I only encourage all the Biafrans to stand on their feet, to know that nobody can drive us to the area we don't want to go. If he doesn't want to follow you, you cannot force us. And the level we are now in Biafra is not where somebody can manipulate us anymore. It's not possible. So nobody can manipulate us. So the lies have been enough. They have told enough lie. It doesn't matter whom they bring, but we are not fools. So my only thing is to follow up like what my brother Max said. anywhere people are, especially the people in USA, should follow up. They should follow up and not just lobby or no lobby. They should follow up.
Yes.
They are not like us that live in a country where there is a different language. And yeah, so most of our people here who have the opportunity, maybe because of the language, they might not go to the extent where they're supposed to go. But in America, there is always a language. When you have a letter, when you have a news, we know everything about the place you are living, you are residing. So they should follow up, speak out, and meet the people who are people that are concerned, and worry them, disturb them, and let them do something. Especially this time that Trump is still there, because this is the first person that say, "Why are you killing people that are Christians?" So, and who are those Christians? Me and the other Biafrans are the people that they are killing every day. So it doesn't matter what Nigerian government is presenting to the world. We know that they are liars, and the people they are sponsoring also are liars. So encourage Biafrans to go on. Thank you so much, Juice and Max. May God encourage us more to continue in this battle. God bless you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my beloved brother. And everyone that is watching, wherever you're watching from, there is a new update you can see on the screen. That very update I posted there was posted some hours ago on a government platform. It says, the United States of Biafra government, through the Foreign Affairs Department, has officially notified the government of the State of Israel and the governments of the Swiss Confederation of the declaration of the restoration of May 30th, 1967 declaration of the independence of the Republic of Biafra by a way of referendum through their respective Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The United States of Biafra government officially presented the Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, as the head of sovereign state of United States of Biafra. Both foreign ministries have acknowledged the receipt of the official communication from the United States of Biafra government. Director General, Foreign Affairs, Department of States, Honorable Ada Eze. These are the things that we need to be doing. The government of Biafra is busy. It's not as that is why we don't engage in their propaganda and blackmail and debunking and others. The government is busy. The Deputy Prime Minister is busy engaging those we are supposed to engage, and that is where our focus is. Official letters sending to where it's supposed to be, reaching out to the people, seeking for recognition, and also restoration on the ground. This is where our main job is. And I thank you that the government of Biafra is doing what they have to do without getting distracted. And before we go, finally, I want us to listen to this very last video. We're going to close with that. In this video, some of us will remember about the 4 guys who were detained with our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And all this while, people have been asking, why are they not speaking? What are holding them? They didn't speak and all that. One of them have finally made a speech on space. And I'm going to play that speech. Maybe it will help some of you to calm down. That can be able to wipe away all these propagandas you are seeing and hearing. It will help you a long way. Let us listen to what that brother has to say.
Good afternoon from my location from here. I greet all Biafrans, and I greet the government, I greet every co-host here. I am still remain the evidence servant as before. Well, this is my first time to address on space after the whole incident. Many of you might have recalled during the interrogation and the arrest, I'm part of them. So I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked by what is happening at the moment now. I mean, we should have remained so consistent and be truthful to what we are doing from day one. But nevertheless, whoever has named himself or herself as a shaft, best known to that person. But the only thing I want to say here is that I congratulate and I thank you all for everything that you have done for this declaration during this time, because our absence, I know there's a reason for all this. And the timing, there's a reason also for all this. I wouldn't like to expose a lot of things that have gone beyond the screen when we are absent on the screen. But nevertheless, I believe the spirit has already manifested, and that is why we still remain strong to today. Not minding how it is or how it's gonna be, but what I'm assuring everyone is that we are there and we have achieved it. The just only thing remaining now is that everyone should put everything in prayer and also pray for our PN very soon. He will be here. He will join us very soon. That is the guarantee I'm giving everyone, because we have already laid out everything about the zoo, and the authority of Finland have already taken note about it. And I don't see anything that is going to jeopardize the authorization of our country. So I know many of you have been expecting us to say a lot of things or come and address the Biafrans, but I've spoken with our deputy, Madam Ngozi. She's the only one I have already spoken since I came out, and she has got the message clearly. And thankfully, that also there was a message also that has been passed to them through my PM lawyer. So I'm just trying to now tell those who are still astray or be confused, not knowing where the direction of the wind is blowing them. Please, it's not too late. Don't let your labor go in waste. You better make a U-turn in time, because the foundation that is standing right now is the true foundation, and it is very clear. It is 100% clear. So please, don't mind maybe you have done it by mistakenly, or the road is not too late. Go back and unite to your family immediately. Our heart is open for forgiveness. You might have not maybe got the information or disinformation, but I'm telling you right now, you're hearing my voice. Even on the ones on the hometown, everyone should remain where they are immediately and take the direction from our DPN, who is Madam Ngozi. So please, whatever information, whatever direction, whatever command she's giving, follow it up. That is the true foundation. And that is all I have to say now, because I'm on transit. You can hear maybe my background is noisy with aeroplanes. So please, I don't have much to say, but I want all you all to put everything in prayer, because I can see the write-up here in a few days. That is it. May God bless you all, and may God bless Biafrans, and may God bless each of every one of us who have been sacrificing both in homeland and everywhere. Main focus. That's all from me now. Thank you.
Biafrans, you have heard it. The voice you just heard is the voice of one of those people who were held with our Prime Minister that has been released, and he was able to contact our Deputy Prime Minister and also passed a message to her from our Prime Minister directly, and also spoken to Biafrans now. And I believe you have to, that will encourage you a lot for those of you who are lost. And I know many Biafrans are not lost. Many Biafrans already have made up their mind and they made their choice even before now. So it is a guideline also for those who are very weak in taking decisions. So we guide you to know what to do and how to do it. My beloved brother Max, just use 1 minute and give us your closing word and let's go off.
Yeah, thank you so much. The only thing I have to say now is support to the DPM, Dr. NgoziOrabueze. That is what she needs now. And for what my brother said, the freed Biafran, a true son of the Biafran land. For those that are still on the other side, a word is enough for the wise.
Yeah.
Where I was brought up.
Good afternoon from my location from here. I greet all Biafrans.
Sorry. I just gave
That's okay. Yeah. In where I was brought up, Atora Omara, Atopara no feke. Oferefe isi n'ọhịa. Ihe anwụ n'ime ọhịa o, a na-agbakọ unu. Ọhịa anwụ n'ime ọhịa. You only just have ke obere oge, nwantịntị oge unu nwere iji wee abata. Ebe unu na-ekwu na sị na going back to the original form. Ọ bụrụ na ị ma that the original form na laghachite biko laghachite na. Ka anyị soro, ka anyị gawa ihe otu o kwesịrị iji wee mee ya. Eziokwu ka nna gwa unu. Ndị Igbo niile na ndị nwe m na ndị nwe m, ụmụ Biafra niile, ma ndị nọ n'ofe mmiri, ma ndị nọ n'ala Igbo niile, ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọ bụla nọ. Asị m Chineke nna onye bi n'eluigwe nọ n'utu unu ugo. Chineke onye bi n'igwe tụwa n'onye ugo already long time ago, mana ọ bụ ndị ekwesị na-eje alụ ọrụ bụ ndị mere a na-ekpuchi ugo anyị. Mana kịta anyị apụtago, ugo anyị ya apụta. Asị m ka Chineke gọzie unu niile n'aha Chukwu Okike abịa. Ise. Thank you for having me. I remain your Okene of Biafra. Thank
you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you, and I appreciate every Biafran that have been with us with this program from the beginning to the end. I thank you all for your patience to join us from beginning to end. May Chukwu come again and protect all of you. May Chukwu come again and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze. May Chukwu come again and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Eba. May Chukwu come again and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray that no weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Eba, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate everyone that have participated. May Chukwu come and be with you. Please try to key in on the program, on broadcast of our Deputy Prime Minister this evening. Try to join, and I bet you your doubt to be cleared. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. See you next time.
Asịkwana Chineke na enweghị ihe ọ ga-eme, maka ọ ga-eme gị nwụọ n'ike. Hope asịkwana na ọ dịghị ihe Chineke ga-eme, ọ ga-emekwa ịfụnanya. Ise n'igwe na enwere ihe ọ ga-eme maka Biafra, ọ ga-eme ya ịfụ ya n'anya. Ịghọtago? Ezi aka ọ dị. Ịghọtago? Ọnwa pie. Ọtụtụ anwụgo.